Hey guys, welcome to Project Metal Music's YouTube channel with your host El Young, and we are here with legendary Dave Revels. Welcome, Dave.
Hey, El, I'm happy to be here, man.
Yeah, man, glad you be here. Um, so, for those people who don't know who you are, could you tell us who you are and what you do?
Well, I'm a blessed man who's lived a charmed life. Born in the UK, in England, uh, raised by my mom in Jamaica, lived in the US. I'm living there now. And somewhere along the line, as a teenager, became fascinated and enthralled with the world of music. And from singing in groups I put together in high school, I wound up one day working with groups like the Persuasions, the a cappella group, the legendary group, as the lead singer and arranger of their music. And I was also a member of the Drifters for 10 years that featured two original members, Charlie Thomas and a great bass singer, Ellsbury Hobbs. And I've worked with Benny King through the Drifters. Um, I've worked with Yorma Kalkinen from Jefferson Airplane. We've written songs together in Hot Tuna. Um, oh gosh, that's just a bit of it. And I'm a singer-songwriter, and I produce shows, nostalgia shows. I produce a nationally touring Motown tribute production. That's one of the things I do. Also, a Southern soul show called Soul of America, which does Wilson Pickett, Aretha Franklin, Etta James, groups like that, Wilson Pickett. And my life is music.
Cool. Cool. So, um, what's been happening since the last time we spoke?
Oh, writing new music, man, fresh music. And getting more into the unplugged version of my life, writing songs with basic guitar accompaniment, just a song down to its basic core. I'm enjoying that now because it's intimate and you really tell the story without the distractions of the bang, dong, dong, everything else on the song. Um, and that's what I'm enjoying doing right now. That's a new phase. I'm planning to do a series of concerts, unplugged concerts. So I guess that's in a way it's a good lead-in to be doing these songs that lend themselves to just guitar and vocal accompaniment.
Cool. Cool. You just recently recorded a song. Could you tell us a little bit about it?
So songs I was telling you come from mysterious places for a songwriter. You don't even know where the words are coming from. They just start coming out of your mouth and out of your head. And this song, for those who hear it, it's almost like a farewell to the world song, and an epitaph of saying, hey, I'm leaving now, but don't be sad at my departure. So this song is called Kiss Tomorrow for Me, because the living gets to see tomorrow, but the dead don't. So the song is basically about the person who's passed away telling all his loved ones that I'm okay, but do me one favor, just kiss tomorrow for me. Tell her I'll miss her smile. The way she painted rainbows and filled my soul with warm sunlight, things like that. Um, so I love this song because so many times, if we live long enough, we lose people and we're sad. But if they had a chance to come back and tell us, I think the first thing they want to do is to tell you that they're okay and live your life. So this song is about that. It's called Kiss Tomorrow for Me. And unplugged, just guitar and vocal. And yeah, I love this one.
Cool. So, is there going to be? Are you going to be releasing it as a single?
Yes, going to release it as a single. And El, in this world, there's so much out there for people to hear, and it gets so loud that people don't hear. So maybe that's why I choose the acoustic version to, draw people in and say, hey, okay, listen to that, versus hearing the drums, the guitar, and all that stuff going on. Um, So I'm going to put it out as a single, and it's also going to be in my upcoming album that I'm going to release in the first quarter of the year. But I realize the way the world is now, why hold it back till then? Release it. Let the bird fly, so to speak.
Cool. We have Lisaboo in the chat saying, "Hi, Dave and El."
Hi, how you doing? Just an addendum to that song. Um, the first time it was actually recorded and played was for the memorial for a gentleman named Bill Vanover, who is very well known. He's an icon in the folk music world. Very close friend of Pete Seeger and a score of folk music singers like Natalie Merchant. And his wife is Livia. And I couldn't be at the memorial. Tom Chapin performed there also. So I recorded a song for the first time and sent it to her. And that's the video that you have. Um, Bill has a thing called the Vanover Caravan that he's created with his wife Livia, and it's a great exploration of folk music and concepts and ideas. And he was an incredible musician, played every instrument you can think of, and he passed away recently. And so this was my contribution to his legacy.
Cool, cool. Lisa Booster said, "Love unplugged music."
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, and Christina's in the chat, and she says, "Dave Revels' music is so calming, and it's so relaxing too."
Well, I don't know if it was so much a conscious idea of thought or purpose, but I tend to write songs with positive messages because if something is bad or negative, why do I have to put a spotlight on it? Even if it's bad, what I'll do is I try to find a way to help people come out of the darkness with an idea, that, like today, for instance, I'll give you a crazy thing that happened today. So I stopped at a local corner store to pick up something. And as I was pulling a parking space, I knew that some guy parked diagonally across 3 lanes in a small parking lot in a gas station. And this other car came in, patiently backed up, went forward, backed up, and put his car in straight and got out of his car. A young man, can't be more than 24, got out of his car, didn't even glance at the car that did this or the people in it. He just walked into the store, and I walked in behind him and I said, "That's a very classy way you handle that." And then he said, "Thank you." And then he said, "Can you help me do something?" I said, "What? Can you help me put my bow tie on?" I'm going, "Huh?" So here am I at a random gas station helping some random stranger put on his bow tie for him, because he was going to a wedding and he didn't know how to put his bow tie on. So life is like that. So when you come across somebody who handles a situation in a very positive way, you have to recognize it, because so many people go the opposite direction when something bad happens in front of them. You know what I mean? They go 0 to 60 with anger. Why not go 0 to 60 with love?
Yeah.
So that was my lesson today that I learned from this random stranger.
Cool. Yeah. 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 That's positive message there. You never know what might show up.
Yeah.
So, could you tell us a little bit about the album that you're going to be doing with the new song?
The album, again, is on the line of my life at this point in my life. My family is blessed with longevity. They live into the high 90s and some 105. So I figure that gene has rubbed off on me. I just celebrated my 70th birthday, September 12th. And so I figured I'm going to be around for a while. So let me try to use the rest of my life, however long it is, and write songs with positive messages. So this album is going to be all about that, all about things in life, observations in life. You know, one of the songs coming out is about how people are always wishing for a better outcome in their life. Like, what happened if I did this instead of that? Where would I have been? And they have regrets about the choices they made. So this album has songs that make you question that. And why ask it? Because how do you know you might just completely change everything for the worse? So this whole album is about messages like that. Some will be unplugged. Some will be fully blown instrumentation because they just warrant that approach. But it'll all be interconnected under the theme of our shared humanity. Because when I look at people, I don't look at their color, religion. I don't look at their station in life, how much money they have or don't have. I look at the fact that we're human. And something has been really drawing heavily in my mind lately is that I said to myself, human beings, we're not showing why we should have this earth. You know, why we deserve to live on this earth, this beautiful spaceship soaring through space that protects us from the space that is death. How can we not appreciate something that if it went away in less than a nanosecond, we'd be all dead? Why are we killing each other? Why are we claiming the earth that's not ours to claim? Why can't we just peacefully live on this beautiful spaceship called Earth? So this whole album is about those kind of messages, trying to bring awareness to that. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's how I'm viewing this. This is what this album is about. It's going to have songs like that.
Cool, cool. Lisaboo has just said, positivity is the key. Always live with love.
Definitely, Lisa. Definitely. Because you can't sustain being angry. It's impossible. It'll kill you. You'll die before, you can't sustain anger and hate. It takes way too much energy. One smile replenishes your spirit. Anger, hate pulls from your spirit. That makes sense?
Yeah.
It depletes it. So every time you smile, you feel better, which means you just got infused with energy. So that's what positivity is about. I'd rather smile. I don't want to be angry at you.
Yeah. True, true. Yeah, yeah. Um, Lisaboo has just said, happy belated birthday, Dave.
Well, thank you. I'm 32 today. No. Okay. 39.
Uh, Christina has just said, hey up, Christina. Christina Vega. She just said, your music has helped me out in so many ways, Dave.
Hey, Lisa. Christina. I'm happy. A song like any art will tell you once you put it out, you can't tell someone how to interpret it. And if it brings someone peace of mind or calm, then it's a part of the blessing of the gift that I've got or was bequeathed to me. So every time it makes someone feels good, I'm showing the Lord that I'm using my gift properly. Make sense?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Lisa Bruce just said, happy 21st birthday.
Oh, thank you very much. Yes. I don't know what to do with myself now. So many more years ahead of me.
Yeah, yeah. I know Lisaboo. She absolutely loves your music. So big hearts, big hearts.
I put up on Facebook this week. I said my one belated wish from everyone is to share my music with someone I can't personally reach myself. Spread the message, and it's not about monetization. It's that's my one wish, is that my music is shared around, that it reaches more ears, and may people get from it whatever they need. I can't tell them what they're going to get from it because they will find something that they need in the songs. And it's not for me to tell them where it is. They'll find it on their own.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I found that your music had. I can't put my finger on it as such, but I found your music being relaxing and calming and just like yeah. Because I've listened to the back in the early 80s, late 70s, early 80s, listened to the Drifters.
Hmm.
I've sort of like been following um, without like basically without knowing it, been following your career.
A song I have out now, the one called "Make It Easy." It's actually number one on N1M charts in what they call number one New York other, which means that for the genre that doesn't quite fit in any one neat nook is number one for quite a number of weeks now. And that's kind of exciting. It is exciting, not kind, it is exciting. I don't know if you had a chance to hear that one. It's called Make It Easy.
I don't think I have at the minute. Uh,
It's on Spotify and all the streaming platforms. It's on the acoustic basis of the one I just sent you. That is also going to be on the album Make It Easy. It's more my quieter side of music, where it's a story. It's basically about relationships. Sometimes relationships end, and the song is basically about let's make it easy. Let's not cry. Let's not cause each other pain. You know, we had a great thing. Uh, let's let it go without causing any more pain to each other. So the song's called Make It Easy. It can make it easy. Let's do this well. No more crying and no need for us to yell. You go your way and I will go mine. I look forward to my tomorrows now that I'm through with yesterday. Yeah, and that's Make It Easy. And cool little message. You know.
yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. It is. So, is there sort of like any sort of like confirmed or sort of like a release date for the album? Or is it going to be sometime in the new year?
It's going to be the new year in the first quarter. I want to do this one right. I just don't want to throw it out there um, without doing the proper groundwork on it. Because fortunate or unfortunate now, there's so much music coming at people that if you don't release your music properly, set it up on the right platforms and do all the little things, it gets lost.
Yeah,
Completely lost. This album means so much to me that I'm resisting the urge to just throw it out there. I'm taking my time and doing all the background stuff that has to be done in order to give it the best chance to be heard. So it'll be in the first quarter. So I'm in the process now of doing just that, which is lining everything up, the artwork, preparing videos for it, things like that, so that everything will be properly laid out, so that when it does get released, it'll have a fighting chance. Understand I'm going against people who are multi-million selling albums, and I think the streaming platforms push a lot of that out, and everything else is just a ball of wax coming at you.
yeah,
So I'd like to be able to separate out that ball of wax to be seen and heard.
yeah.
So I'm taking my time with this one, Al.
Cool, cool. Lisa Boo, as just said, looking forward to it.
Hey, thank you very much. And I'll sneak out little bits in here, pieces like, share little snippets of some of the songs as they come out. On some unplugged ways. I'm gonna share unplugged snippets so that people can hear the actual song and not get caught up in everything else. So I'm gonna be doing that more. Like the one I gave you with
Yeah,
starting that trend of just me with a guitar playing there and that's it. And vocal.
Cool. Cool. You did mention that you'd be sort of like planning on doing sort of like an unplugged sort of like tour. So I mean, is there going? Have you sort of like arranged any dates yet?
I'm going to start my first one in a place called the Cutting Room in New York City. It's a very well known venue, and I have a record there. I've been doing my birthday parties there, but I like to start it off there and line up some in different states. The tri-state area first, like Connecticut, New Jersey, that area, Pennsylvania, and branch out from there. And if somebody invites me to, overseas, I might come if they invite me.
Cool.
Hint. Hint.
Would you sort of like? Obviously, you're going to be doing the East Coast to start off with. Would you'd be starting to starting off with the East Coast of the US? Would
Yeah.
you sort of like go up to into Canada?
Yeah, I have. Matter of fact, one of my good friends is Kevin Hearn from Bare Naked Ladies. And matter of fact, I just did with the Persuasions. I just did the background vocals for a song he has coming out that Andy Kim, the Canadian, very well known Canadian star who wrote "Sugar." Da, 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 honey, honey. He's doing the vocals in that song. So that's coming out soon enough. And through Kevin, I want to do a few stops in Canada.
Cool.
So definitely. So, look out. I'm coming that way.
Yeah. Cool. Cool. So, when does that sort of like, if you can tell us, when does that actually kick off the tour?
Well, again, everything is going to kick off probably starting in late December, just to get people ready for the fact that I'm going to be releasing the album in the first quarter. So I'm going to start in late December and go right into January and start ramping up the buzz around the release, and do pop-up shows, just pop into a venue and do like maybe a 20-minute set, half-hour set, and just keep priming it, and for intimate interaction. That's why it's going to be unplugged, because I'm a storyteller, and this allows me to really tell the story. Like some of my old catalog, I'm going to be doing them unplugged. There's a song called "I Owe You," which goes, it's full blast with guitar, rock guitar, and everything. But I'm gonna break it simple down to what's a man in this world all alone but a dry and desolate land? Without the love of a woman, he's just half of a great plan. I know of what I speak, for I am living proof. I never knew just what I had until I met you, girl. You see, I was thirsty and I was dry. I was cold to the bone even in July. I was naked on the avenue, but I was dressed to the hills, but I never knew. And girl, I owe you a mountain of joy, a river of dreams come true, an ocean of love, that too. And I owe you all of these things, plus a rainbow from an April shower, and the promise that brings, I owe you. So that'll be one that's going to be unplugged.
Oh, sweet. Nice.
Yeah, so like I said, my stories I'm going to do are going to be, some of them will be reissued, but they'll be unplugged reissues of early catalog. And the thing is, because I'm not, famous as the recording artists out there in the world, a lot of my music will be fresh and new again because not everybody have heard them. So this would be a great way to reintroduce some great songs, with great melodies and lyric. So I'm going to have fun with this, man. I'm really going to have a lot of fun with this.
Cool, cool. I think there's going to be a lot of people who's going to say, "Ooh, what's this? This is new." We're going to be diving straight over.
Hey, I'm a live entertainer first. That's been the force of my life. But now I want to really fully immerse it with my recording and my writing. To bring all that together in one thing. Because, like I says, I just celebrated my 36th birthday, and I don't have time to lose.
Yeah,
Or is it my 33rd? I'm not sure. Hey,
I thought you were 21.
one of those.
Yeah, yeah. So, where can people find you on social media so they can keep up to date with what you're
I'm,
doing?
I'm on Instagram um, at Dave Revels Music 2018 on Instagram. Uh, I have a YouTube channel. Just bring up my name, Dave Revels. Of course, I'm on Facebook. And I'm just getting into TikTok, believe it or not. I haven't really delved into that, but now I'm starting to. So you can find me all over that kind of thing. And all my songs, a lot of my songs, not all of them, a lot of my songs are on all the streaming platforms, Spotify, iTunes, name it. It's available.
Cool, cool. So, guys in the chat, if you've got any questions, please ask away. We're going to be starting to wrap things up in about 5-10 minutes or so. Dave, I know I've passed you this question before, but for those who just joined us, could you have you got any advice for people who want to become a musician?
Don't follow any trends. I mean, if there are artists that you like, uh, look at what they did to be successful, because everybody who's been successful, they're living, breathing roadmaps to get into what you want. So you're not watching them to copy them as far as the artistry, but you may want to watch them to see what steps they took to get themselves heard or seen. And as for yourself, the biggest advice I give you is to write from your soul. Don't censor yourself as a writer. Say exactly what you meant. Don't worry about people liking it or not liking it, because you can never prevent people from liking it or not liking it. So just say exactly what you meant to say, so that when it's done, that much you'll know is true. And it's not an easy business. It will bruise you up, because uh, some people recognize your abilities, and they're there not to help you, but they're there to use you and take what you have with no fair compensation, whether it be compensating your spirit, your you financially. So the advice is uh, hold your cards close to your chest. Don't reveal everything about yourself to strangers. And there are many people that's going to cloak themselves as friends in this industry that are not your friends. So first be yourself, respect yourself, and believe in what you are doing. That's the advice I'll give you.
Cool, cool. Sound advice there. Sound advice. So we're going to be starting to wrap things up. So have you got any final words before we go, Dave?
Well, Elf, always thank you for giving me your time. I think I mentioned before that every second you spend with me is your precious lifetime you'll never get back. So the fact that you're giving me that most precious essence of your time, that means a lot to me. So thank you for that. That's pretty much all I got to say. It's all about thanking you in this last moment, not anything else.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Jaya, just got in there before we start wrap things up. Jay says, "Right from your soul, well said. I'll try to dance from my soul, just for fun."
Please do that.
Thank you, Jay, for that. Yes, or don't be sorry, Jaya. Don't be sorry. yeah, Dave, thank you so much for coming on and doing this interview. As always, it's always a pleasure.
Thanks for having me, El. I really appreciate it.
So, guys, if you haven't checked out Dave Revels, please, go check him out. I'll put all the links down in the description, and Lisaboo's been posting out in the chat there. So please go check him out. This guy is absolutely legendary. I've been sort of like following his career for about at least 40 years. So go check him out. So again, Dave, thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate you, El. Have a blessed rest of your day, okay?
Okay, thank you. So until next time, guys, we'll catch you all later.